So after Escape from Tarkov decided to shaft its long-term player base and Edge of Darkness Edition owners with the new Unheard Edition, many players were looking for another extraction shooter to help them actually escape from Tarkov. So along comes Arena Breakout Infinite. Arena Breakout couldn't have come at a better time. Tarkov shot themselves in the foot and Arena Breakout was not going to miss a chance to capitalise on its downfall. With all the drama and Twitter beef going on, Arena Breakout must be pretty confident that they have a product that can take down the GOAT of extraction shooters. They tout themselves as an ultra-real, immersive, tactical, military extraction shooter. But does it live up to the hype? Can it dethrone Tarkov as the go-to extraction shooter? Unlike most content creators rushing for clicks, I wanted to spend a decent amount of hours in the game before giving my 2 cents. So now that I have over 50 hours in the game, let's break down the good, the bad, and who I think this game will resonate with. As the wise man Tacti Gamer said, it's Tarkov for dads, or in my words, it's Tarkov for people who like to touch grass. If you're familiar with the mobile gaming scene, you've most likely already heard of Arena Breakout. The game is hugely popular on mobile platforms, with over 500,000 positive reviews. Developed by More Fun Studios, a subsidiary of Tencent Games, which a few of you are probably already typing in the comments that you want nothing to do with it if Tencent's involved, but Arena Breakout's transition to PC is a smart move. The demand for extraction shooters is at an all-time high, and many games have been falling short of delivering the risk versus reward experience that Tarkov offers. Let's dive into what makes Arena Breakout stand out. Firstly, the graphics are impressive. They're on par with most next-gen games, and if I'm comparing them to Tarkov, which is fair because it's essentially Tarkov, Arena Breakout has a slight edge. The sound design is mostly good, though walking through certain terrains can be ear-piercingly bad. Directional sound is decent and weapon sounds are satisfactory. But let's face it, are we ever really content with audio in games? Now, with all these games getting better graphics, I'm finding more and more issues with optimization. We're seeing games like Greyzone Warfare release into early access needing a shit ton of optimization to run such a beautiful game. And although it doesn't affect me on a high-end build, Arena Breakout seems to run smooth as butter. I had absolutely no issues through my 50 hours of gameplay and barely any frame drops and sat around the 140 frames constantly on high settings with DLSS on. Now what about the gunplay and movement? This is where the hardcore realistic shooters will drop off. The movement and gunplay feels very arcadey, almost like a Call of Duty movement but in Tarkov. The movement is fast with no real feeling of inertia. You can spin, turn and hit top speed instantly, and it just feels a little floaty. And speaking on movement, the animations need a lot of work. They look shit. From your teammates running to death animations, it just doesn't look realistic at all. But I'll also acknowledge it is in closed beta and this is the first round, so we'll see where they improve from here. Diving into the gameplay, now a lot of people were calling Greyzone Warfare a Tarkov copy, which is simply one of the dumbest fucking things I used to read in the comments. This, however, there is no denying it is extremely similar to Tarkov. Now, this seems to upset quite a few people, and to them I say, who gives a fuck? I couldn't care if they stole the code, which, judging by the similarities, could quite be the case. Regardless, I couldn't give a shit. The more extraction shooters that come out, the more competition there is, the cheaper games get, and the less likely people like Nikita are to pull the kind of shit he did with the Unheard Edition. Anyway, got a little sidetracked there on my rant, let's get back into the gameplay. As far as the gameplay loop and questing is concerned, if you've played Tarkov, you've played Arena Breakout. Load in, kill AI and other players, complete some quests for different traders, and extract. The big difference is, you don't have to wait 10 hours to load into a fucking raid. The lobby times are incredible. I never had to wait more than 2 minutes to get into a raid. Arena Breakout has brought in its very detailed post-raid report. It shows everything from your kills to where you killed them, when you killed them, how you killed them, and even the path you took during your raid. It's going to be awesome to plan future raids and be tactical. The AI feels alright. Their movement feels better than other games like Greyzone Warfare and pose more of a challenge, but still has the same issues where they can just spin around and one-tap you instantly. There's quite a few quality of life updates from Tarkov. Maps show your tasks so you never get stuck roaming around trying to complete a task for hours. You can see your teammates' names so you never really have to worry about team killing. You can see them on the map, so you always know where they are. The game gives you on-screen prompts to guide you and give you tips from the start, although you can turn these off in the settings. Before raid warnings for missing armor and meds is a nice touch to make sure you're always prepared to go into raid. You can finally load mags on the move outside of your menu. Nothing worse than being stuck in your menu, loading a 60-round mag while not being able to see players or scabs walking up on you. A lot of these features in this game have taken a lot of the hardcore aspect out of the game, and this is why I feel it's designed for people who love Tarkov but want to be more of a casual, so they can go outside and enjoy the sun and grass from time to time. Like Tarkov, Arena Breakout has a flea market and economy. As it stands in beta, the economy is whack and the prices are all over the joint. Being a free-to-play game, the potential for microtransactions, I don't know how bad this is going to affect the economy. But that's also my biggest concern with this game, the free-to-play aspect. Now, don't get me wrong, who doesn't like a free game? But will this game be plagued with microtransactions and pay-to-win features? If they have microtransactions for apparel and cosmetics, I'm cool with that. But if they have microtransactions for guns, armor, or in-game currency, it's a big fucking no for me. Although the risk versus reward isn't as severe as it is in Tarkov, I'm not going to play a game that I grind to get some decent gear just to get slapped by some rich squeaker who bought his shit in a microtransaction. But all in all, I've had a ton of fun with this game, which leads me to my final conclusion. Who is Arena Breakout for? Well, it's for those people who want to come home from work and jam a few games with their mates and not take it so serious. It's for those who can't afford to spend hours and hours grinding to unlock trader levels, weapons, attachments, and gear. And more importantly, it's for those who can't afford to drop $250 fucking dollars on a game. It's an arcadey style Tarkov for the casual gamer, and I'm here for it. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up to support me and feel free to check out one of the other tactical shooters I've reviewed lately. And as always, stay tactical and I'll see you in the next one.